This woman couldn't sleep at night and decided to head out to the woods to use the restroom. But as she looked up, she saw a woman's lifeless body, chained up and floating in midair. She was so terrified that she suddenly woke up from the dream. The woman's name was Annie, and she was a fortune teller. The next day, Annie told the police about what she had dreamt. She suspected that the woman had been drowned and her body dumped in a nearby pond. However, the police were at a loss, saying there were too many similar ponds around to narrow it down. Then, Annie suddenly remembered hearing the sound of pigs being slaughtered in her dream. Based on this clue, the police quickly pinpointed the location. It was the home of a butcher named David. As Annie looked at the view outside, it matched exactly what she had seen in her dream. While the police were searching the pond, the hot-tempered butcher David showed up. He didn't seem to care about the police at all, yelling at them without hesitation. But the sheriff wasn't having any of it. He noticed scratch marks on David's arm and asked what had happened. David claimed that he had been scratched by a cat. Then, when David saw that Annie was there, he suddenly attacked her, knocking her to the ground. The sheriff immediately drew his gun, aiming it at David's head. At that moment, the police who were retrieving the body from the pond found something. When they pulled it up, it turned out to be the body of a woman. David was stunned when he saw this and, in a panic, shouted that he wasn't the one who did it. Soon, David was charged with murder and taken to court. His lawyer told Annie that she would need to testify as the key witness. At the trial, the opposing lawyer challenged Annie. He asked if she could foresee the future, why didn't she just predict how much money he had in his pocket today? In response, Annie explained that she couldn't foresee sudden events. The lawyer seized on this and argued that her testimony was invalid. When David was questioned, he firmly denied killing anyone. He admitted to having an affair with the victim, Julie, and said they had argued the night of the incident. The scratch marks on his arm, he explained, were from that argument. Afterward, he and Julie had both gone home separately.